Iza is characterized by its pre-Hispanic ancestors, rock art, myths, legends, tradition, celebrations, and trades such as cotton and wool weaving, as well as in its colonial architecture, aspects that earned it its title as a national asset of cultural interest by the Ministry of Culture of Colombia in 2002. Iza's name comes from the Chibcha word za, which means night. The municipality is also known as Nido Verde de Boyaca, which refers to Iza's willows, alders, chicalas, and other vegetation that surround the town. Its richness also stands out in terms of mythology, where the presence of Bochica is found, the civilizing god who, after forming the Tequendama Falls on the outskirts of Bacata, current Bogota, with his journey to Iza, set the limits of civilization. To the east of the municipality, in the village of Chigata, the cave where Bochica lived in his last years is still venerated. Petroglyphs confirm Iza's ancestors as a pre-Hispanic indigenous site. The official founder of Iza is Rodrigo Egas de Guzman, a conquistador of the late 16th century. But locals attest to the existence of an indigenous town long beforehand. The Spanish implemented adobe constructions together with wood in doors and windows in addition to its internal structure, which was baked of clay, as well as stone as the basis of paths, patios, in the lining of water sources, cloistered patios, among other elements. It is said that the craft trade of producing wool clothing was taught by Bochica, so that the natives, in addition to making warm clothes, had a decent job as a means of subsistence. Since in times before the conquest, the people of the region bartered blankets, scarves, and other products of other groups. For salt from the Sabana of Bacata, agricultural products from the Guanes Indians of present-day Santander, etc. During the Colombian Liberation Campaign, Simón Bolívar had the support of Izanos, when he decreed his martial law summoning all men under 40 years of age in support of the decisive combat of the Pantano de Vargas on July 25th of 1819 and the Boyaca Bridge on the following August 7th. Since the 1980s, when the contest for the most beautiful town in Boyacá was established, Iza reactivated the conservation of its traditional, historical, and environmental values, and began a process of beautifying its streets, houses, and its parish temple. Iza stands in the shadows of its more recognized neighbors, Monguí, where many of the world's footballs are made, and the celebrated Via de Leyva. This leaves the town mostly free of tourists, which makes strolling through the bona fide colonial streets a tranquil affair. The Plaza Mayor is a chaotic masterpiece of 16th century Spanish and 19th century Italianesque architecture, dominated by enormous pines and brightened by hydrangea. On Sundays, it is filled with locals selling an enormous range of obleas, Colombian sweet pastries, and snacks. For many weekenders, a trip to Iza is synonymous with trout and wild fruit terrines. Competition is fierce among the fishmongers and eateries of Iza. Just don't expect too much variation on the trout theme, as it is either grilled, a la plancha, or coated in butter and garlic. Restaurants have expanded to include their own private theme parks. while SUVs jostle for parking among the eucalyptus. The town is currently best known for its hot thermal springs, which, as all hot thermal springs want to do, impart healing properties. Another nearby attraction is the Laguna de Tota, a few kilometers to the southeast. According to legend, the lake was formed when a pre-Hispanic family were bequeathed by the gods a precious vessel of water. With the vessel, they were to create a lake in a suitable spot. Unfortunately, the precocious children spilt the water, immediately drowning the surrounding area and turning the family into local landmarks. This, at least, is what the large tourist information sign by the side of the water says. Locals are more skeptical. The lake is still a bewitching place by virtue of its beauty, if not its mythology. Set in a mountainous amphitheater, its shores are divided into a patchwork of greens, browns, and yellows. These are the onion fields. And indigenous campesinos have cultivated the vegetable there since its immemorial. The history is not only living, but breathing, as one can smell the onions. Through the Special Management and Protection Plan, the municipality intends to strengthen its development of cultural tourism. Currently, the main economical activities of Iza are the mining of coal and pozolan, as well as agriculture. I hope you've enjoyed this tour in history of the town of Iza in the department of Boyaca in Colombia. I have some other videos on the channel that I've just put out, including my hitchhiking adventure around the Tota Lake, Laguna de Tota. That was a very fun day, where I also got to check out some other towns around the lake that are worth visiting, such as Cuisine, which is the nearest town to Iza, and that video is already on the channel, as well as many other videos of the department of Boyaca, which you can find in the playlist that is linked in the description for this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and or leave a comment letting me know what you thought about the video. Like I mentioned, there are a lot more videos of Boyaca that I've made that you can find in the description below this video. There's also a link to another playlist of the time that I bicycled through Colombia, which is part of a larger trip bicycling through Latin America. I've also bicycled through Eastern Africa and Central and Eastern Europe, and I have playlists for all those countries that I've bicycled through available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that map available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. Where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through Colombia and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.